Watch how disconnected the vice president's wife just said this. Okay? The vice presidential nominee.
Tim Walz's wife.
Tim Walz's wife just said this about why they allow tampons in male bathrooms. You tell me if this connects with you. This is potentially the VP's wife, soon to be. She's trying to make sense of her argument. Are you buying her argument? Go ahead, Rob.
If kids are hungry in school, what that does to brain and learning, you're not going to learn to read. So if you're talking about learning to read and closing gaps, then you better take away the barriers for that. If that's tampons, then that's tampons.
What the hell does that even mean?
Dude. But by the way, play that one more time. Like
it's not even registering. But.
Listen, I have 4 kids, and they've made some arguments that they try to really
tried to do my homework.
Stretch and spin. Is there a greater spin job than Rob? Play that one more time. By the way, it's a little painful, but play it.
What that does to brain and learning, you're not going to learn to read. So if you're talking about learning to read and closing gaps, then you better take away the barriers for that. If that's tampons, then that's tampons.
Does she keep going?
Does she need to for you to understand that?
I would love a little bit more context right here because, I mean, look, how did I learn to read when I was growing up? I read the backs of condoms. It was just on the back.
Yeah,
I read it right there.
smart.
Is this the same thing, or what is this, Rob?
No, this is
look at me now.
This is a separate interview from the week earlier where she continues to make the argument, or has been making the argument, for tampons in boys' bathrooms.
Let's hear what this one is. Okay, so Adam, this one's dedicated to you.
Yeah, perfect.
What else do we need in schools? And as we listened, people were having trouble accessing feminine products, and so Tim made those available in schools. I think that makes sense. I'm focused on learning. So is Tim. So is our legislature. And so we said, if this is something that distracts from learning, well, then we're going to take care of that. Why wouldn't we? Because we're interested in students learning and not being distracted by other things.
Hey, Gwen, newsflash lady, nobody got upset that you were putting tampons in the girls' bathroom. Nobody was, okay, girls' It's the fact that Tampon Tim was putting them in the boys' bathroom where people are like, what kind of clown world charade am I living in right now?
You know what this...
Well, let me ask you this. You know what it made me think about? Remember back in the days when Snapple, Rob, on the bottom of it when you was snapping, the cap would teach you something?
Fact.
It's a Snapple fact, yo.
Are they starting to put fun facts on tampons? Is that what it is?
You can be anything
Rob, maybe,
you want to be.
Maybe, guys, I haven't bought a tampon for 46 years. See if there's fun. Is this it? Is this what tampons get with fun?
These are Snapple facts.
See, maybe, look, guys, maybe we're being a little bit too condescending here and disrespectful. Maybe the new tampons has fun facts on them. Rob, can you go to show what the tampon...
What's a tampon look like for Adam?
Tampons.
I'm wearing a tampon right now. You need to tell me what it looks like, Vinny.
Is there any weird fun facts? I'm just wondering if there's any... Nope.
Nope.
I don't want nope. So no. So... I don't know.
Yeah, it says for girls only, but
I don't know. I don't know.
But isn't it weird? All these crazy people look alike. Who does she remind? Go back to her the big shot of her, the beginning of that podcast. Who does she look? E. Jean Carroll. They all look the same. They're all freaking crazy.
Vinny, don't start pulling the old white women look the same crap.
I mean, look at these two. If she took off her glasses, they all look like Hillary. They all look like E. Jean Carroll. And it's like, by the way, this is the wife. Did you guys? Okay, Tim Walz. Never in a million years thought that he was ever going to get this limelight. That's why he's all crazy and freaking like
Chris Farley
from SNL. And then the wife, I don't want to hear any, with all due respect, I don't want to hear one, that's her. I don't want to hear one word from your crazy ass wife about tampons and men's bathrooms and how it's affecting them with reading. It's like, bro.
By the way, she escaped. She escaped.
She escaped what?
Where's Tim Walz been campaigning for the last 2 weeks?
Pennsylvania?
No.
Madden?
Yeah,
he's been in a hotel.
It was on Madden.
Yeah,
right. Where else? What rally? What public speaking? Everywhere. Zero. He and his wife have been locked up.
Oh, that's right.
They've been in Dick Cheney's secret location or Joe Biden's basement.
Yeah.
He escaped to do the Madden photo op because they thought it was going to be good with boys.
Yeah, so
and his wife escaped because their people, the Walz people, put this together. You can read between the lines, and then you don't have to read between the lines. There are stories out there that have leaked from Harris strategists that are like, what the hell are we doing here? What was that all about?
Let me ask you a question, Tom. If you choose a VP, does the VP go based on what you ask them to do, or can they independently do their thing?
Well, usually they do, but did you see like the first couple speeches by, J.D. Vance? And the Trump campaign was like, I'd like you to calibrate that message a little bit. Remember that?
Yeah.
There was a little bit of a period. Whoops. There was a little bit of a...
Put a tampon in it, Tom.
There's a little bit of a span of time there where they had kind of calibrate themselves. That's what happens. And then the VP is out there doing things.
Yeah.
I don't think they realize this. And there are people in the Harris campaign that are not happy with Tim Walz being anywhere near this thing called voters.
Yep. Well, I mean, that was rough. So that is officially where we are right now with how we feel things are going to end up. Okay. Key toss-ups in Nevada, Michigan, Wisconsin, that could make it even higher. But as of right now, on vtnews.ai, you will see us being at 281 to 228. Here's what I want you to do. Go to vtnews.ai, Rob. If we go look at vtnews.ai, if you go to vtnews.ai, go to the right and type an election right there. Yes, 6 days left. Guys, go do your calculation. If you go to the bottom, Rob, and click on anything to show them how they feel like the numbers that can change, go a little lower, Rob, so we can see the numbers changing. No, Rob, the other, yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Zoom in a little so I can see the numbers.
Do Georgia and Arizona.
If you do Georgia and Arizona, all the way red, yeah. So you'll see how the numbers are changing at the top.
In Pennsylvania?
Yeah, guys, for some of you that are messing with this, it's down 281, right? So this thing can be done fairly early. I don't think Arizona's going to go that early, Tom. I think Arizona's going to be, they've already said they need 10 to 12 days of counting, right? They've already said that. Go ahead, Tom. You look like you want to say something.
Yeah, it's polls close at 7 p.m. Eastern, and 2 to 3 hours later, we're going to see Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania numbers, and it could be wrapping up.
Yeah, it could be done fairly quickly. But, this is, a lot of people are using this tool. We've never had this much traffic on vtnews.ai. Guys, go subscribe to vtnews.ai. Use the AI portion of it, the machine learning side of it. Ask any of the questions. The one that I like to go to is the top 5 events for the day, but that's vtnews.ai. Go subscribe to vtnews.ai. There's a ton of features that are coming up here. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.